Call me Mint. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about my experience helping at an anime convention Maid Cafe. Off topic, but I just wanted to show off the mug that I made. I had some glaze drip issues, but I just belt sanded the bottom, and it is delightful and I love it. If you have never been to an anime convention Maid Cafe, it is less about the cafe experience and more about the maid experience. They're designed to, in a fun, one weekend hotel, low commitment kind of way, emulate the maid cafes of Japan, where the focus is on being cutesy and friendly and spending time together. I've been crazy busy this spring, and I just finished one of the last events on my to-do list, which was being a part of the Maid Cafe at Naka-kon Anime Convention. Naka-kon is an anime convention in the Midwest that has been going on since I think 2006. I should look it up and put it over here and correct myself if I'm wrong. I have been going to Naka-kon
for a long time.
This is my first time being involved in a staff capacity, but really it was a convention assistant capacity. I didn't have the same responsibilities or duties that staff take on. My experience and duties at the con were centered around being a part of the Maid Cafe, and I wanted to share that experience with you because I had such a wonderful time. And maybe if you have never been to an anime convention Maid Cafe, or if you're curious about one, you would stumble upon this video, and I hope that I can show you a little bit about it. My only other applicable Maid Cafe experience is that I attended one at like the last con I went to in 2019. And it was on Halloween at NebCon, or Anime NebraskaCon, and it was all Halloween themed, and the maids were yandere, and it was very cute, and I loved it. And it made me really excited to be a part of this Maid Cafe. First of all, look at these badges. Gorgeous. I'm gonna take it off now because it's bothering me, because I've been wearing it all weekend, and no offense, I'm done wearing it now. I am unburdened. I went to pick up my staff badge and help set up Thursday night, and then I came back Friday morning to help set up even more and make sure everything was just right before the first session. So here's some footage of me in the Maid Cafe room and other costumes doing other stuff, I guess.
But this is better because it's just flower petals all the way down.
Elbows deep in the cherry blossoms.
Let's see if
The convention did have a vaccine or negative test requirement and a mask mandate for the convention grounds. Being in the Maid Cafe was a little bit different because, you know, we're serving food there. So we wore masks all the time, but attendees were able to take their masks off after they were served tea and cookies and brownies and stuff. Our setup time began at 9:30 a.m. and then our last session was at, I want to say 5:30 p.m. So we still had the late night hours where we could still change into our own cosplays, go to the dance party, hang out with friends, and have a full convention weekend of our own outside of those duties. The Maid Cafe had sessions on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I was in the Maid Cafe for all of the Saturday and Sunday sessions, but on Friday I did get a chance to wander around the con and enjoy it a little bit in my own costume.
When I get to a con, the absolute first thing I do is unpack my suitcase and sort all my costume stuff into piles so it's not folded or wadded up.
I rewore my Wizardmon cosplay because I'm really, really pleased with how it turned out. But this time, I had a prop too because I didn't have to fly.
There was actually Digimon merch here in the Naka-kon vendor's room! Not very much, and it was all very expensive, but I was so happy to see it.
dancing at the rave until the lights turned on, and I look like I was dancing at the rave until the lights turned on.
Our theme for the Maid Cafe was the Chinese Zodiac, so we were all kimono maids with animal ears and tails and features and themed names and stories. I was Year of the Tiger, so I made these really cute little tiger accessories and tiger ears and a tiger tail. I could never be a tsundere maid. No.
If I can have all my mates come up to the front for roll call.
First off, we have Yukiko. Genki Deri, who likes surprises. Snow, sweets, but dislikes mornings. And I can tell you all do the same. Exactly.
We did provide our own costumes. Our guidelines were that we fit the theme and wear an all black and white maid dress. It would be really cool to have matching costumes in the future, but it's a lot to coordinate, I understand. Our goal as maids was really to start with a table of 7 random attendees and hopefully get everyone playing and talking together and friendly with each other by the end of the session.
All right, everybody, if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask one of us. I'm going to walk around in a second and hand everybody out a raffle ticket. We're going to do a drawing for some prizes 10 minutes before the end of the session.
The game I played at my table was Jenga. It was objectively the best choice of game for a setting like this. Some groups wanted to play by the rules and actually play Jenga. Some groups wanted to be sillier. We facilitated them being sillier. It was a wonderful time. It was, thank you for everyone that sat at my table to be an agent of chaos.
Being creative.
That's structure.
All right, our first winning ticket is number 977711.
So the basic outline of our event was that we greeted guests and welcomed them to a table. We took their drink orders, we introduced ourselves and the scenario, and then we did a full group announcement so that they would know the other Maid Cafe maids and the animal theme and a little bit more about us to make us seem more personable. Then we would have an open time in the middle where tables could play games together, get to know each other, talk about the con weekend, eat snacks, enjoy each other. And then the maids did our dance. Learning the anime dance was one of the things that we did far beforehand. It's actually a dance that we learned for the 2020 convention that didn't happen, and so this weekend I finally got to do it, and I even sort of remembered it. But also, like, lucky for me, there was no footage of that happening, I think, so I don't have to share me flopping around doing an anime dance. We had hot water and coffee provided by the hotel catering, but we also got these Adagio themed, anime themed tea blends. Shout out again to every single Venti cosplayer. That's my guy. I took as many pictures as I could, but I didn't get to do the scavenger hunt thing like I did at SakuraCon. Constrained to one room and only that room on Saturday. If there had been a Venti cosplayer that came to the Maid Cafe, I would have grabbed them and forced them to sit at my table. No, I probably wouldn't have done that. Naka-kon had an attendance cap of 6,000 this year, as opposed to like about 10,000 in the past. And I think that was really noticeable in the crowds. Like you could tell there were 4,000 people less than usual. Why is this courtyard so empty at 7 p.m. on Saturday? I literally found that the second video I tried. That's it. Overall, the structure of the event was so wildly similar to what I already do for Fairy Treat Time that it felt totally fun and laid back and I wasn't nervous at all, but I was a very different flavor doing it in like an anime themed capacity instead of a Renaissance Festival themed capacity. I think it was a good coming back year. This was the first Maid Cafe in 3 years. There was a Naka-kon 2021, but there was no Maid Cafe at it because it just wasn't the right time for a situation where you're serving food to people. I was so excited for the opportunity to come back to Naka-kon and see friends that I only see at cons and cosplay, and it was just, wow, I needed that.
This is all gonna be out of focus, maybe?
How you feeling? I'm feeling pretty good.
Inside is more blind bags. Ooh. What's this again? Oh, we are magical. Oh, he's so magical. Oh my god. He's so stressful.
Oh, you got your
Oh my god. Oh my god. Special boy. But I want to extend a huge thank you to the directors of Naka-kon for including this once again, and I'm looking forward to doing it in the future. If you liked my vlog or my channel, the best way to contribute to what I do creatively is to follow me on Ko-fi. I'll leave a link to my Ko-fi right at the top of the description below. Thank you for watching, and as always, till next time. I put this mask on with sewing pins, and it did make me feel evil to put sewing pins.